Why don't Muslims speak out against injustice committed by Muslims? That's a valid question. We do. Maybe it's just never see it. I condemn it. I in no way support people who kill other people in the name of God. It's completely contradictory. In the Quran it says, in one verse, if a person was to kill one person, it was as if he killed the entire race of mankind. So why don't we hear about that verse when all this stuff is going on? How come we've never heard about that verse? Just some people who have spoken out. There was a statement by the Islamic Circle of North America, San Francisco. There's ISNA, Islamic Society of North America. There's also ICNA, that's what I just said, Islamic Circle of North America. There's the Afghan Muslim Association. There's the American Muslims for Global Peace and Justice. There's the Zaytuna Institute, which is also very known. There's Al-Azhar Institute, which is also very known in the Muslim community. There's countless scholars and countless well-known Muslims who have condemned it. I don't know, maybe you're just talking about in the media, but the media is kind of tricky because they don't want to show some things. You know about that. But they want to show cartoons. They want to show Muslims who don't think, Muslims who have no brains. They want to show them on the TV with their guns in the air claiming jihad, who don't know anything about Islam. They want to show those people. They don't want to show people who know stuff. They don't want to show people who use their brains. Because I don't care. You could draw a picture right now. What do you want me to do? I'd laugh. Sure, I'm against it, but I'm not gonna go head over heels and want to try to kill you for it. Freedom of speech, go ahead. Freedom of expression, doesn't matter. But people don't know and don't use their brains. Alcohol, I don't drink it. Why? Because my religion doesn't want me to drink it. That's good enough reason for me. But if you want to have a historical background on it, alcohol was condemned in set stages. At first, people would pray when they were drunk, but it was because of that that it started to become a nuisance, in a sense, because people who were drunk who were praying weren't actually concentrating, were forgetting how to recite some things. They didn't know what was going on. And so step by step, at the end result, alcohol became banned. But of course it's useful for some things, like in medicine. If it's needed, you can take alcohol. It's not, there's a lot of little gray areas. But for enjoyment and for losing your mind, that's considered forbidden. Why do women have to cover themselves? And why don't men have to cover themselves? Because men aren't as physically attractive and as physically beautiful as women are. And we're not creatures of sight, unlike Well, actually, we are, but they're not, is what I'm saying. Women aren't creatures of sight. So in a sense, they cover because they're attractive and they're trying to be modest. Men have to be modest too. We have to cover from our navel down to our knee. It says in the Quran, it says in the verse before, when they don't usually tell you this, but there's a verse before that verse which tells women to cover up, that also tells men to be modest. So we have to be modest too. It's actually a state of mind sort of thing as well. But for women, it's a little more physical because they are beautiful. They have certain things that we like to look at. And that's the whole thing of being modest. Lower your gaze. Don't look. And it's not a purely sexual thing. Also, what else did you want to know? I don't know. If you want to know anything else, you can ask me. But I condemn all sorts of violence that Muslims claim to have jihad upon. But you have to understand, some people don't know how to use their minds. Some people don't know anything about freedom of speech. They don't know anything about that in third world countries. They don't know anything about that here. There are some people here who are retarded. So don't judge a religion based on the followers. Judge a religion based on the teachings. But of course, that's kind of tricky in itself, isn't it? Because who are you going to look to find a clear view of Islam? You're not going to look for people. You're just going to look at the TV. And what does the TV say? Let's kill all the disbelievers. 9/11, attacks on 9/11, war on America, America at jihad, Islam radical terrorists. So believe what you want. I mean, I'm just here to clarify some stuff for you, because I happened to come across this video. So if you want to know more, just let me know.